Brother and sister of the celestial energy, brother wisdom. Just a quick message here. These beings here on our planet, these non-indigenous inorganic beings on our planet, they do not fear crystals. All right, they use crystals for different levels of technology. Now, what they fear is their greatest fear that they have. All right, the greatest fear that they have is the original folk of this world having the knowledge of how to use the crystals. All right, how to put your soul into the crystals, how to allow the crystals to charge up your bodies. This is natural energy, natural technology. All right, how to share. It's not pulling the energy from the crystals, it's sharing your energy with the energy of the crystals, which means that you're communicating with the crystals. When you begin to communicate with your crystals and think on them, they communicate back with you. And this is what they fear. This is the type of fear that they have, and this is what literally takes them to a totally different a totally different method of wanting to attack. All right. Now, there are no fake crystals out there. They call the crystals are, they tell us that the crystals are made of silicone. All right. No, the crystals are made of plasma. All right. They have different energies, and it's according to the amount of frequencies that was emitted from the plasma energy that created that crystal. For instance, like I wear this Lemurian seed crystal. Lemurian seed crystal is extremely powerful. All right, it's extremely powerful. You can see the little indentations in it. All right, it's got little indentations in it, and that's from the plasma energy. All right, that's from the plasma energy and how it was formed in the mountains of India. All right, so you gotta understand the knowledge of the crystals. All right, when they say dragon's blood, all right, why do they call it dragon's blood? Because there was ancient giant dragons that walked the planet. All right. And where did they get this from? They get dragon's blood from all different types of places all over the world. And this is actually the actual blood or the vein or from the veins of the dragon, which formed into plasma because we're plasma beings. All right, you got to remember when there was once a time on the planet where everything was humongous. All right, that was that time, when the giants, or what you want to call the creators, of this world, they walked the planet. All right, and we got to understand that there were creatures that walked the planet also, and these humongous, these giant dragons, when it was time for them to end, which was premature, because you got to understand that 6,000 years ago there was a battle that happened on our planet. All right, 6,000 calendar years ago, because these inorganics have got it counted down to the date when they invaded the first time. And yes, they did create clone giants also. They can clone anything. All right, they can clone anything. So they created clone giants, and these clone giants came and they fought against us, but something happened where all of the giants that were fighting, something happened where all of them were frozen into place. And then it was like a rebirth on the planet. All right, something happened. I can't pinpoint it, but something happened. All right, but there were smaller giants. All right, that weren't as large as the ones that created the mountains. There were smaller giants that had perished after and smaller dragons and all that perished after the destruction of the temples and the towers. All right, but this is where dragon's blood come from. Just come from the blood. This is the blood of ancient dragon. Now you have this crystal right here, which is Sayatoloka quartz. all right, which is said to have the highest frequencies, and you look at the shape of it, it's completely different from any other quartz crystal. All right, if you look at the shape of it, I paid in money. Let's see, for the Lemurian seed crystal and the Sayatoloka quartz, I paid the most for them. I have a Sayatoloka, another Sayatoloka right here. See, Sayatoloka looks completely different. All right, this is plasma. They say it's silicone. All right, that's what the scientists tell us all the time, but they don't want us to know that this is plasma. All right, and if you have a tuning fork and you tap that tuning fork and you put it next to this crystal is going to resonate, and you're going to see some things happen when you put a tuning fork on the crystal. We're going to go deeper into that. Okay, but these are the crystals that I have. Like I said, these inorganics do not fear the crystals, but they fear us as the original folk of this world. They fear us having knowledge on how to use the crystals. All right, we can bring the crystal age back right along with the wood age, because you can understand that wood is extremely powerful. Wood is plasma. These crystals are plasma. This copper is plasma. All right, we're plasma. This is why we react with nature. So now it's time for us to build structures that carry certain levels of energy. All right, so when you take if you build, let's just say you build a 4 foot by 4 foot temple, something really small, and you make it 4 feet high and have a 4 foot pyramid top on it, and you have all these crystals all around it, because you want to make it exactly 4 foot by 4 foot. You have all these crystals all within it at 4 feet high, and you put your hand over you, or you walk next to it, you're going to feel an extremely high level of energy coming from it. All right, we're talking about natural energy. All right, and you could put any multimeter. You can put the highest level multimeter that you can possibly find, and you can link it into this, and it's going to overload, because it's reading energy that cannot be harnessed. All right, it's reading energy that cannot be harnessed. You can put a multimeter in the house, and the house will tell you 225. You know, you put it anyway. You put it on these different places, and they tell you, because this is energy that's controlled. Well, you talk about this plasma energy and building temples is an uncontrollable energy, and it literally would push out extremely high levels of energy. So now we talk about natural energy. All right, we're gonna go deeper. We're gonna go deeper. All right, I gotta go. I'll catch you guys later. As usual, all power to the multi-chakra celestial angelic beings. May chaos reign with you forever and ever and ever. Much power to you all.